Welcome back to NextGen Car Reviews, where we explore the cars that define the future of performance, design, and driving emotion. Today we are diving deep into a machine that feels less like a car and more like an event on wheels. The McLaren Elva 2026, finished in a striking yellow that looks like liquid sunlight poured over carbon fiber, is one of the most extreme open-top driving experiences ever created. This is not a car designed to blend in, and it is definitely not built to be practical. It exists to deliver pure sensation, raw speed, and an emotional connection between driver, machine, and road. The first thing that hits you when you see the McLaren Elva in yellow is how alive it looks even when standing still. Yellow has always been a color associated with speed, optimism, and motorsport heritage, and on the Elva it feels especially appropriate. The body panels appear stretched tightly over the mechanical components, as if the car is constantly ready to leap forward. There is no roof, no windshield in the traditional sense, and no unnecessary ornamentation. Everything you see has a purpose, and that purpose is performance. McLaren designed the Elva as part of its Ultimate series, and for 2026 it represents the brand's philosophy pushed to the extreme. This car pays homage to the legendary McLaren Elva race cars of the 1960s, which were brutally fast, minimalist, and fearless. The modern Elva channels that same spirit but combines it with cutting-edge aerodynamics, advanced materials, and modern engineering. The yellow paint amplifies the retro racing vibe while still feeling completely futuristic. Walk around the front of the Elva and you immediately notice how low and wide it is. The nose almost kisses the ground, with sculpted air intakes guiding airflow exactly where it needs to go. The headlights are slim and aggressive, blending seamlessly into the bodywork. There is no traditional grille because the entire front end functions as an aerodynamic tool. Air is carefully managed to cool the engine, generate downforce, and stabilize the car at high speeds. One of the most fascinating aspects of the McLaren Elva is its active air management system. Since there is no windshield, McLaren engineered a system that channels air from the front of the car and directs it over the cockpit. At speed, this creates a bubble of calm air around the occupants, dramatically reducing wind buffeting. In the 2026 model, this system is even more refined, offering smoother airflow and better comfort without sacrificing the raw open-air experience. When you are driving fast, it feels almost surreal, like physics itself is bending to allow you to enjoy the elements without being overwhelmed by them. The side profile of the Elva is pure sculpture. The doors are compact, the side intakes are massive, and the wheels fill the arches perfectly. The yellow paint highlights every curve and crease, making the car look like a rolling piece of modern art. The exposed carbon fiber elements add contrast and remind you that beneath the vibrant color lies a structure built for strength and lightness. McLaren's expertise in carbon fiber is legendary, and the Elva's monocoque is both incredibly rigid and incredibly light. At the rear, the Elva looks like a jet fighter ready for takeoff. The exhaust outlets are high-mounted and aggressive, and the rear diffuser is massive. Everything back here is about managing airflow and maximizing performance. There is no traditional rear wing, but the shape of the body itself generates downforce. The yellow paint continues around the rear, making the car impossible to ignore from any angle. Step into the cockpit, and the philosophy of minimalism becomes even clearer. There is no excess luxury, no unnecessary screens, and no distractions. The interior is driver-focused, with every control placed exactly where you expect it to be. The seats are lightweight and supportive, designed to keep you planted during aggressive driving. The yellow exterior contrasts beautifully with the darker interior materials, creating a sense of purpose and focus. The steering wheel is compact and perfectly shaped, offering a direct connection to the front wheels. Behind it, the digital display provides essential information without overwhelming the driver. McLaren understands that in a car like this, less is more. You are not here to scroll through menus or adjust ambient lighting. You are here to drive. At the heart of the McLaren Elva 2026 is a thunderous twin-turbocharged V8 engine. This engine delivers explosive power, sending well over 800 horsepower to the rear wheels. The acceleration is nothing short of breathtaking. From a standstill, the Elva launches forward with an intensity that pins you to the seat and leaves your senses scrambling to keep up. The sound of the engine, unfiltered by a roof or windshield, surrounds you completely. It is raw, mechanical, and deeply emotional. The transmission is lightning fast, shifting gears with precision and urgency. Every upshift feels like a punch of acceleration, and every downshift is accompanied by a sharp bark from the exhaust. The Elva is not just fast in a straight line. It is engineered to dominate corners with incredible grip and balance. The suspension setup is tuned for performance, offering razor-sharp handling while still maintaining control over uneven surfaces. Driving the Elva on a winding road is an experience that words struggle to capture. The car responds instantly to every input, feeling like an extension of your own body. The steering is precise and communicative, allowing you to place the car exactly where you want it. The low seating position and open cockpit make you feel deeply connected to the road, heightening every sensation. Despite its extreme nature, the Elva is surprisingly approachable for such a high-performance machine. McLaren's engineering ensures that the car remains predictable and stable, even when pushed hard. This does not mean it is forgiving of mistakes, but it does mean that skilled drivers can explore its limits with confidence. The yellow paint flashing past trees and guardrails creates a visual drama that matches the intensity of the driving experience. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Elva is how it makes speed feel different. Without a windshield, the sensation of acceleration is amplified. You feel the air rushing past, the engine roaring behind you, and the road rushing beneath you. It is immersive in a way that very few modern cars can match. This is not about lap times or numbers on a spec sheet. It is about how the car makes you feel. The McLaren Elva 2026 is also a celebration of exclusivity. This is a limited production vehicle, designed for collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate the art of driving. The yellow color choice adds to its rarity, standing out even among other Elvas. Owning one is not just about having a fast car. It is about owning a piece of automotive history and philosophy. From a design perspective, the Elva represents a bold statement in an era where many cars are becoming heavier, more complex, and more digital. McLaren chose to go in the opposite direction, stripping away anything that does not directly contribute to performance or enjoyment. The result is a car that feels refreshingly honest and focused. In terms of technology, the Elva does not overwhelm you with gimmicks. Instead, it uses advanced engineering where it truly matters. The carbon fiber structure, active aerodynamics, and precision-tuned chassis all work together seamlessly. The 2026 updates refine these systems even further, making the car more cohesive and more thrilling to drive. Safety is also carefully considered, despite the lack of a traditional windshield. The structure of the car is incredibly strong, and the active air management system plays a crucial role in protecting occupants from debris and wind. While this is not a car designed for daily commuting, it is engineered with the same attention to safety as any other McLaren. When you imagine driving the yellow McLaren Elva along a coastal highway in the United States, the picture feels almost cinematic. The sun reflecting off the paint, the sound of the V8 echoing against cliffs, and the open sky above you create a sense of freedom that few cars can deliver. This is the kind of experience that reminds you why people fall in love with cars in the first place. The Elva is not about practicality, comfort, or convenience. It does not pretend to be. Instead, it offers something far more valuable to true enthusiasts: purity. Every aspect of the car is focused on delivering an unforgettable driving experience. In a world increasingly dominated by screens and automation, the Elva feels refreshingly human. For viewers of NextGen Car Reviews, the McLaren Elva 2026 represents the pinnacle of what is possible when a manufacturer commits fully to a vision. It is a reminder that innovation does not always mean adding more features. Sometimes, it means removing them. The yellow Elva is bold, unapologetic, and deeply emotional. As we look toward the future of performance cars, the Elva stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when engineering, design, and passion come together. It challenges conventional ideas of what a modern supercar should be and dares to prioritize experience over everything else. That is a rare and beautiful thing. Driving this car is not just about speed. It is about connection. Connection to the road, to the engine, and to the legacy of motorsport that inspired it. The yellow McLaren Elva 2026 captures that connection in a way that feels timeless. Thank you for watching NextGen Car Reviews. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most extreme and exciting cars of our time, make sure to stay tuned for more reviews, stories, and explorations of the machines shaping the future of driving. The McLaren Elva 2026 in yellow is not just a car. It is a statement, and it leaves an impression that lasts long after the engine falls silent.